Most business owners on YouTube are making random videos and they wonder why they don't book calls with their channel. They'll make a video about 5 tips for success one day and then a behind the scenes video the next, then throw up some kind of like how-to video that has nothing to do with their actual offer. And after 6 months of posting, they'll have 1 or maybe 2 leads to show for it. But here's the thing, there are only 4 types of videos that you need to create profitable YouTube videos that help you book 10 to 30 sales calls every single month. I know this because after 9+ years of video production and helping generate over $300,000 for one YouTube channel, yes, just one, I've seen what works and what doesn't. And today I'm going to break down the exact 4 video funnel system that's responsible for those results in the exact order you should be making them to guide viewers from strangers to paying clients. And the first video you need are actionable videos, which are basically how-to videos. Then you've got educational/authority videos like this one by Charlie Morgan, which is why you stay poor and the rich get richer. Then you have client interviews/case studies, which you see from my channel, how I added 19K subscribers to a channel with 30 videos. So it's a case study, but also has some how-to elements in there. And then you've got free course videos, just like this one, how to build a personal brand full course. And you see this one is over 6 hours long. I'm not recommending you do that, but it's a good example to pull from. And one thing I want to point out is that YouTube acts as a funnel, right? So you have actionable videos at the top, educational videos and client interviews in the middle of funnel, and then free course videos at the bottom of funnel. We're going to use these videos specifically for this purpose to take them from top of funnel awareness down to free course videos where they are so aware of the solution that you offer that they need to learn about your product and ideally book a sales call with you. So let's break down each one. So you have actionable/how-to videos, which is the top of the funnel. Now, what most people get wrong, and when I say most people, I'm talking about business channels or founders, entrepreneurs who have a YouTube channel. They create content or how-to videos about topics no one is actually searching for. So they miss this opportunity to solve real pain points their ideal client persona has. But what happens when you get this right? You can rank really high on YouTube when you find low competition, high demand topics that address specific problems. So how do we fix this? Well, you want to structure your videos differently than you have in the past. So the first step is using a tool like TubeBuddy to research problems your ICP has. And what this is going to show you is if you type something in, like let's say you type in a question, how to build muscle, you're going to see if that search term has a lot of people searching for that term. But you're also going to see if there's a high or low supply of that video. And what you're trying to do is find low supply, high demand videos, and you make videos on those topics. And when it comes to how-to videos, there's no exception. So you ask AI and use those tools about your ICP specific problems. So then you reverse engineer video ideas as how-to questions. You plug them into YouTube search to find those low competition topics, present the problem and your solution, and you give them 3 to 5 steps to get the outcome. So here's a rough drawing of what this means. How to add 5 pounds of muscle. Okay, this is the video title you've got. When people are searching for how do I add muscle, how do I build lean muscle in 1 month, or how do I add pounds of muscle for skinny guys, whatever, this is what you do. You make this the title up for those questions people are asking. Then you create steps that help them get to a specific outcome, but add 5 pounds of muscle is the outcome that people want, okay? You're breaking down the outcome into the 5 steps it takes to get there, and you're taking your viewer from hell to heaven, and that's it. So then when it comes to educational/authority videos, which is going to be the middle of funnel, you want to build belief that your method is the one that works, right? You're explaining your methodology. It creates belief that you're the person who can solve their problems. These videos paint a picture of what your life or their life could look like with your solution, okay? These videos pre-sell your audience too. When people understand your methodology, you're pre-selling them before they ever hop on a call with you. And this makes sales so much easier because it makes it easier to close because you've pre-sold your entire approach to them. Now, all you have to do is tell them what the investment is now and deal with any of those objections, which is pretty easy. So then you focus on the why. You want to structure those videos into Simon Sinek Start with Why approach. Focus on belief building rather than any kind of step-by-step tactics here, okay? You want to explain the philosophy behind your methods. And the result here is these videos transform you from just another YouTuber to being a trusted authority in your space. Third, still middle of funnel, we've got the client interview/case study video. And these are 2 types of videos. One of them can be you have your client who has been successful on the call with you and you're asking them questions. And the first thing you ask them is, hey, Mr. Client, thanks for being on the call. What are the results you got working with me? And they tell you what the results were, and that is going to instantly build up the belief in the viewer's mind because they are seeing real results from real people. The other thing you can do is a case study style video like I made here, where I'm not talking to the client or the person that I helped out. Rather, I'm going through step by step how I built up a channel from a certain amount of subscribers to another one, right? How I added almost 20K subscribers to them with just over 30 videos on the channel, right? So it's building up credibility for me. And basically, these are the most powerful form of social media proof you can have, because people need proof other than your offer to show them that what actually works. So how do we structure these videos? Well, you focus on the transformation that your offer or your service helped your client with, whether it's saving time, landing their dream job for career coaches, right? Making more money, achieving specific results. And you ask questions specifically angled to reinforce beliefs in your methods and showcase the client's journey. Then you ask your client how they got the results or explain how you helped your client. So think of the questions you ask as like, you want the most essential information at the top, then you filter it down there from there, kind of like a newspaper article where you like say everything's at the top. Everything you really need to know is here, because people aren't going to watch these videos all the way through, but if they get the essential information they need, then they can bounce. Then you've got the free course videos, which is going to be the very bottom of the funnel. And this gives away your complete methodology, okay? You can create a 60 to 120-minute video that shares your entire process, giving away everything for free. And this works really well for coaching and service businesses, because what you're doing is you're giving people what they need, but they're not going to actually go and do it, because there's always going to be way more like intricate stuff that goes into actually getting the outcome or the result that they're looking for. And having that personable, touch point, having a coach to work with, or like even someone to go do the work for you, that's huge. This is why these videos work really well, because even though you're giving people all the info they're supposed to need, you're either one, leaving out some proprietary information, or the person watching this video isn't a go-getter, or they want some kind of high-touch, white glove experience to help them, guide them to the end goal that they're looking for. So how do you structure these videos? Well, you list out your 6 to 12 step methodology that takes clients from problem to solution. Super simple. And you make it very detailed. You promise an outcome, include proof up front, then you just go step by step to get to a certain outcome. So it's like a how-to video, just much longer, and the outcome isn't going to solve a punchy problem. Rather, it's going to solve the big problem that people have, right? Now, you don't need to have a 6-hour video like this Caleb Ralston one. 1 hour is definitely fine. But this is going to be your most powerful conversion tool, because prospects who watch this entire video, they're going to be highly qualified to work with you. So how do we want to implement this? So if you want to get this done in the next 30 days, here's what you do. So week number 1, create 2 to 3 actionable how-to videos that target low competition keywords your ICP is searching for and focus on solving specific problems. Then in week 2, develop 1 to 2 educational/authority videos explaining your methodology and why it works. This builds belief in your approach. Week 3, record at least 1 client interview or case study. If you can do more than that, you should, but you just want to make sure you focus on specific results in this video. Then in week 4, create your comprehensive free course video sharing your complete methodology in detail. And this is good. The reason why we're doing these other videos first before the free course one is because it's going to help you gather a lot of the assets and the video topics that you need. Then you can just repurpose a lot of those ideas into your free course video so that you have something to get started with. So what kind of results can you expect? Well, you can expect 10 plus qualified sales calls monthly without paid ads, cold outreach, or constant filming if you do this correctly. Now, it may not come after the first 30 days. It probably won't. Realistically, it's going to take a couple months for this to build up, because YouTube is a long game of compounding. But still, if you implement these 4 video types in order: actionable content to drive traffic, educational content to build authority, case studies for social proof, free courses to convert, you can see qualified leads coming in as little as 30 days. And if this can work for a channel and help it generate over $300,000, it can definitely work for your business channel too. So what are the next steps? Well, number 1, identify your ICP's top problems before you start mapping out everything. Map out your methodology and then schedule those client interviews. And that's, again, where you reach out to your most successful clients. So if you want to skip the headache of trying to do all of this yourself, so you can just run your business and focus on that, focus on your team, focus on your sales calls, we will build this exact video sales funnel system that generates 10 to 30 plus qualified calls monthly for you. Then click the first link in the description to book a chat with me. We'll just take 30 minutes to see if this is a good fit for you. So again, click the link in the description of this video. We'll help you build that YouTube sales funnel that adds those 10 plus sales calls a month for you. And if you like how this video turned out, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends if you found this helpful, and I hope to see you in the next one.